Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for July 2023. We're going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this fulfillment card and this transformation card here. So, love it. Clearly, there's a transformation that will be fulfilling coming in for you. How original, right? But this could be in any area of your life, I feel. I also feel it's like you're coming off of a challenge here. I don't know. I need more detail about this challenge is what I would say. It could be a relationship or, like a competitive relationship, something that was like clearly toxic. You have the devil. You can't see it, but I'll show you in just a minute. And so some of you could be coming off of something that was challenging. It seems to me that it happened in the past already. And, I'm wondering if you're worried about making a mistake again, going this way, or it's like you don't want to repeat a mistake is what I'm hearing here. But again, literally, like the best solution for not wanting to repeat a mistake is the Six of Pentacles. So, the Six of Pentacles is kind of your answer. If you are worried of making a mistake, it doesn't have to be in love, although I feel for a lot of you it could be. But it could also be in business and work and career, in any area of your life. But the Six of Pentacles says you just try a little bit, you see what happens, and as long as you're not overgiving to any situation, wait for a return of energy. If you get a return of energy, then good, keep moving in that direction. If you don't, then stop and do something else. And it's just that simple. I know it sounds simple, but people don't do it. You have the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. I feel like you have to get away. It's like those are the words I'm getting right here. Going this way. You have the Two of Wands. He's standing at the top of a castle, and he has a whole world in his hands. But, I kind of get this feeling that you're trying to get away from something or, kind of like remove your energy from, the devil or some sort of toxic situation. I actually feel pretty good about that Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups could be a new situation is what I'm feeling that kind of removes you from the toxic energy. It does not have to be a person. Knight of Cups is like a dream. Sometimes he's looking into that cup there that he's holding, and he's like dreaming of a future life. He's dreaming of something else that he wants to create. But with the Two of Wands, he just needs to do it. And, I kind of feel like the answer to your reading is this right here. Is the whole entire middle row is really to kind of like leave a comfort zone, start investing your energy into something new, and make sure that you are getting a return on your energy and just keep moving towards fulfillment. It's like, I know it sounds obvious, and it is very obvious, but not enough people do it. Again, it's like with the Six of Pentacles, you're trying to grow your business, try two different things. Put a little bit of energy into them, and whichever thing works, keep moving that direction. It's like, we are in a period of innovation, of iteration as well, where I really feel the people who are going to be super successful moving forward are the people who can iterate, who can try something, see the parts of it even that work, and then double down on those parts, and then try something else. And I know that's a vague statement, but again, you're going to have to put your thinking cap on and figure it out. This could be in business, work, love, spirituality, whatever. You have the Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is about receiving I feel like for you, it's about receiving an offer, but I don't know. I feel like you haven't been getting the offers that you've been hoping for, really. He's here, he's disappointed. He's got those Four Cups in front of him. It's like he's manifesting things, but, they're just okay. He doesn't really like them. He's obviously he's got his arms crossed. It's a card of contemplation and apathy. And I do feel like this is saying that maybe you just haven't been getting the offers, or you haven't been getting the things that you desire in your life. This could be in love, business, for maybe you're trying to get a job. It's like things have not been great is what I would say, like what you have been getting. I feel like that's about to change is what I feel like saying here, Scorpio. Yeah, with the Five of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups. You could be attracting a person where there's a lot of competition for that person. So, it could be attracting a positive, person who's very attractive. I don't know. I was going to say something else. I don't know. I totally lost it, but it doesn't matter. We'll come back to it. If it pops back into my head, I'll say it. But the Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor, so definitely could be a knight in shining armor type person. With the Devil, yes, in the Knight of Cups, we know that there is a change in direction here. Seven of Pentacles is simply a change in direction. It's just, this is my card of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze trying to get things to focus on camera? Hell no, it's not even worth it. So, that's what I'll say there. But I love overcomplicating things, so why not, right? but I do feel like there's some sort of change in direction for you. It could be, by the way, it could be a water sign or an earth sign or fire. You have water, earth, and fire. You have air. You have everything. So it could be any sign that's coming in for you. But water, earth, and fire stand out to me. With the 4 cups, you have the 9 of swords. Yes, again, you feel like you're in a nightmare. You're like, again, I got that feeling on that 4 cups where I just felt like I was getting the same thing over and over and over again. And the 9 of swords is a never-ending nightmare going this way. You have the 9 of swords twice, and it's something that you're just trying to change. And the 7 of Pentacles says, well, you need to, what needs to change is your story. Again, I think, I've worked with a lot of people in business and personally, just, helping people, answering questions, things like that. And, I've just noticed, like, a lot of people, they expect change, but they don't do anything different. And I'm not calling you out here. I'm just saying, if you're, doing the same thing, expecting different results, it's not going to happen. So, I'm literally working on my new channel right now as we speak. Well, not right now, but I will be after this. And I've been putting in work into creating videos because I'm going to be talking all about experimenting, trying new things, doing things differently in life, and like how to do it and what to do, because that's the time that we're in. We have to change our story if we want to change our life. And next, in the area of what you don't see coming, you have this card that says, don't take action when there's a feeling of resistance. You have this card that says, learn when to say no, avoid clutter, slow down, and quiet your mind. Yes. Definitely very important. I do feel very matter-of-fact energy here, as in 6 of Pentacles. Again, if you do something that is gonna work, it's gonna work. If you do something that's not gonna work, again, there's gonna be a ton of resistance. I also just feel like there could be things that you don't want to do, and I do believe that we are in a time where we really need to make sure that we don't do things that we hate to do, that we don't want to do them. We're just gonna create a bunch of, resentment inside of ourselves for the most part, right? You have the King of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory or a truth here. I do feel it is standing out to me as well that you could be attracting a person, if you're looking for love, who is very truthful. They could be brutally honest as well. I'm kind of getting, just going this direction here. 6 of Pentacles to the King of Swords. This could be someone who is extremely open, extremely honest. I feel like they kind of speak their mind here. I would say this definitely could be an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. It's probably someone who's older than you. The King of Swords is always like very mature. Even if they're not older than you, they can just be, very mature, and they have like a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but we'll have to see what comes up there more than just that. You have the 2 Wands, again, changing your story. He's standing in a comfort zone here. He's standing on the top of a castle. He's got the whole world in his hands. He just needs to leave the comfort zone of his castle and get out into the world, and he'll have new experiences. So I would encourage you to try one new thing right now. It's like and I would encourage you, like, whatever you're trying to improve, I would say, like, what have I been doing the same? And how can I come up with a new way of doing things that, variety is the spice of life. So it's like, how can I do things differently to improve my situation? You have the King of Pentacles here. I do like the King of Pentacles for love because he represents someone who wants something permanent, a person who really wants to, work on something that lasts for a very long period of time. So I do feel like there could be a permanent, positive, new connection coming in for you with the King of Pentacles. I really like this. I feel like there could just be permanent, positive change coming in for you as well with the King of Pentacles. So that looks very nice. Where is this going for you here, Scorpio? With the King of Pentacles, you have the Lovers. Yes, definitely could be an Earth sign. If it's not an Earth sign, I would say it's someone who's very focused on having something permanent. Like I said, I feel like they make it, it's like this person will make, I feel like they will make it known that they don't play games, they're not interested in games and all. They might even say that. They might say, they want some, they are looking to find a person they can commit to and blah, blah, blah. So, definitely that type of person. I feel like they have a lot of options though. So, but they don't exercise their options. Again, I feel like they're a committed person. With the 2 of Wands, you have the 2 of Pentacles. Yes, it's time to get to work. 2 of Pentacles, work hard, play hard, but also 2 of Pentacles sometimes I feel is just like a card that says put the work in to, especially in a reading like this that is talking about changing your story is really the simplest way to put it. And it's like saying, start putting work into other ways of doing things. And I know that sounds simple. I know I say it all the time, but why haven't you done it yet, Scorpio? Trust me, I don't want to repeat myself, but clearly I have to. So, I would try something different, new, exciting, whatever. With the Ace of Swords, you have the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I would encourage you to socialize as well. I think we're in a great time of socializing just with people we care about. I also feel we're in a time where we really need to get out of our heads. Like if you're finding yourself living in your head, if you're finding yourself being stuck or anything like that, I would like look for ways to get unstuck. I would look for ways to set your mind free or, do whatever you can with this Three of Cups energy, because it's like in those moments where I feel like we get really good answers, right? And trust me, I don't want to go out. I'm going out tonight, right? I don't want to go out. I'm a Pisces. I just like staying home, but I'm forcing myself to go out. Plus, like I've bailed on my friends like 900 times also, so I kind of like have to go out, right? But it's like, at the same time, I know when I do, I always have a good time, and also I always sometimes like things pop into my head, answers to problems and all that other stuff, because I'm not thinking about like work and all that other stuff. Next, what are we doing? What's coming towards you? You have this cat card. It says jealousy, gossip. You have this flowers. It says romance and sweetness. Definitely romance and sweetness. I think people could be jealous of your situation. You could be getting, like, I got competition on that 5 wands. So you could be getting into a really solid love connection and people could be jealous of it. I would avoid jealousy and gossip, plain and simple. I wouldn't even pay attention to it. I would just ignore it at this time. You have the 9 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. Again, I do feel it's time for you to get out of your head. If you've been kind of like in this round-around situation, I feel like it's time for you to kind of like change the situation by doing something different and, changing your circumstances. I always say, like, with the 9 of Swords, you can be the bug or the windshield. There's a person right here who's hitting another person with a sword. It's like you can be the person doing the hitting or you can be the person getting hit. And so, like I said, bug or the windshield, what do you want to choose to be? And so you just have to choose to be the immovable force, the thing that can't be stopped. You just have to be persistent. And, I feel like you will be successful. You have these 6 of Pentacles. Again, I think this is the best thing you could do. Give to 2 situations. I'm not talking about like giving to 2 people in love necessarily, but maybe go on 2 dates, right? Who did you get a better result from? Who felt better is what I would say, and go in that direction, or who put in more effort, who talks the way you like to be talked to or whatever, right? I don't care. Who has the better results in life, plain and simple. And, that's the direction I would move in with the 6 of Pentacles. But same thing in work, business, career, your health, whatever it is you're trying to improve, just put a little bit of effort. And, I think that people are afraid of like getting hurt, for example, in relationships, but also people are afraid of making mistakes or afraid of facing fears. But it's like, really just make it more small, make it tiny, take the tiniest little step and build up to it, right? And it will happen much, much faster. It's like I had to learn this the hard way. It's like sitting around doing nothing for 4 years. I was trying to attack things that were too big, right? It's like once I shrunk things down, I accomplished more in a year than I did in the past like 10 years, during that 4 years, right? At the end of the 4 years, like the next year, at the end of the 4 years, I started this channel, and that next year was super productive for me, and it hasn't stopped because, again, I started just attacking things on a very small level, and I didn't try to make things too big, right? And, I feel like if you could do that, you'll be very successful. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're perfectly independent, perfectly capable of, handling things on your own. I also feel like, this is also a card of investment. She has 3 pentacles here, 9 pentacles here. She is willing to give these 3 pentacles to any situation that enters into her life, but she always keeps 6 for herself. So again, don't overgive in anything that comes into your life. Job, business, money, spiritually, in love. Whatever area of your life, doesn't matter. With the 9 of Swords, you have the 3 of Swords. I do feel like some of you are like still dealing with a heartbreak. I'm wondering if someone did you really dirty here. I feel like I said this to you in like one of your last readings. Seems to me like some of you are dealing with, like you're probably over it is my feeling from this situation, but I feel like there's still, a lack of closure, a lack of something here. I'm not sure what, but, I feel like some of you need to kind of, move past it. With the 6 of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is self-imposed restriction, needing to set yourself free. Again, don't keep yourself stuck when you could be experimenting through life. Instead of doing nothing, do the 6 of Pentacles, like I said. With the 9 of Pentacles here, you have the King of Cups. You almost have every single king, I think, here, right? No. Am I making that up? You just have 2. For some reason, I thought you had. You do have 3. Here, 1, 2, 3. So you almost have an Emperor showing up here, but The King of Cups is about trusting your emotions, trusting your feelings on things. And so I feel like, if you're dealing with a new person, trust your feelings, or, go deep and like see how a person is deep down inside. Same thing in business. It's like, don't just be surface level. At the end here, for messages from your future self, you have this card that says all that glitters, and this time to go card. I feel like it's time to release something from the past and time to go towards something much better. Again, some of you, I'm wondering if it's like the expectations that hurt you. It's like one of my favorite people of all time, Kyle Cease, says that during a heartbreak, it's not your heart that's broken, it's your expectations that have been broken. And if that isn't the truest statement, right? Really, it's just all the ideas, all the broken plans, the thinking you were going to get married or thinking you were going to do X, Y, and Z, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's time to release something from the past. It could be some other type of failure as well, like a business failure or a job that you didn't get or something like that. And once you do that, it looks like something really great is coming in. You have the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like your future self, by the way, is saying, if you need help with anything, find an expert. The King of Swords is my card of an expert. He kind of represents a mentor or someone who's really good at doing something. And he also represents a person who can solve your problems very quickly. So I always look at him like a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist. Like if you have any of those problems, go see one of those things. And because usually it's a person who could solve your problems very quickly. But it could also just be a mentor. It doesn't even have to cost money. It could be someone that you learn from online or whatever. But it's like someone has answers to problems or things that you're dealing with. Next, you have the... I just threw it. You have the Ace of Cups here, so definitely could be a love connection coming in for you. If there's love connection coming in for you, I feel like this very, very fulfilling, very strong connection. So, go for it is what I would say here. Definitely looks like a love offer. I also feel like this could be, again, I feel that this could be you working towards more fulfillment in life. And you also have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a card of like going on an adventure. I am getting something here. Like I would be careful of like player-like energy here, and I would pay more attention to results. It's like you might have a choice between multiple people, and it's like maybe the player, it's like maybe you're more attracted to them initially, but I feel like you're more attracted to them because they're a player. It's like the reason I think people get attracted to players is because they're players. It's like they know all the right things to say. They have more experience. They know all the right things to do, but that doesn't make them a good person to be with necessarily, right? And so... again, I kind of feel like you need to really maybe put your thinking cap on here, especially if you're meeting a person or whatever, and really make sure they can, back up what they're saying, right? It's almost like you have two choices. I'm wondering if you have two choices, or if you will, in the month of July, or it could be more. I don't know, but what I would say here is it's like I would really kind of like get to the core of what a person is, I don't know. How do you do that? I have no freaking clue, right? You're going to have to figure that one out. But like, I feel like you need to like look at what matters to you. And it's like, does it do their values match? That's what I'd be looking at. With the King of Swords, you have the Five of Wands. Again, I feel like you're overcoming some sort of obstacle. I really just get this feeling of overcoming an obstacle. So there you go. That's it. With the Ace of Cups, you have the King of Swords again. Definitely could be a King of Swords type person. I would say it's someone very mature. If they're not older than you, which I have a feeling they are, because King of Swords twice, but if they're not, then they might seem like they are older than you. Very mature, successful, hardworking, things like that. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Tower. I would avoid this at all cost right here. This person is no good. So I would be careful of any player-like energy. Anyone who seems like a player, if it, walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, as they say. The other thing I'm getting here is I feel like there's a new path that's opening up for you, but it's like your new life, and I would move in that direction. Like, don't stay. The choice is yours, right? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to do, but it's like I feel like you have an opportunity to do something hard maybe in life, but I would do it. Like, growing a business or moving and getting a new job. Like, there's something hard here that's showing up in the reading. And, again, I'm not even getting the full story yet, because maybe you're not meant to know yet, right? But again, if you get an opportunity to do something, like, don't be afraid of it. I would do it, because it's going to make you grow. You have this Tulip card. It says great passion. Yeah, I feel like there's great passions coming in for you with a person. You have this Pail. It says time to get out of a situation. Yes, if you're in a toxic situation, this first row here, if you're in a round situation, it's like, how many more times does it have to stab you in the back is the question that the Nine of Swords asks. Like, how many more times do you have to experience the same thing over and over and over again, or like think that someone is going to change or whatever. It's like, for the most part, adults don't change. And you know what's kind of funny as well? It's like, having answered a bunch of questions over the years from people, I've come to realize as well, just in life, that for the most part, if an adult has to change, it's probably not a good thing. Probably not good in the first place, and they're probably not going to change, because it really breaks down to behaviors. If there are behaviors that a person has to change, it's really hard. Someone has to want to change in the first place. But again, it's like they're not going to change overnight and all this other stuff. So it's like, I think you're better off investing in someone who's already at the level that you want. Same thing with a career or a job or a business. It's like, how many times have you been stuck in a job where a boss is like, oh, we'll give you a raise next week. Then it's like next week, and then it's next week and next week. It's like, there's some sort of situation in your life where I feel like the writing is on the wall. It's not going to change, even if you keep thinking it is. And I feel like this is saying, like, don't hold that hope. There's a situation that exists that's already perfect for you. Go towards that. You have this haystack card. It says, karma, you will reap what you have sown. I was getting something here about like your hard work paying off. You have this frying pan. It says trouble, accusations on it. I would be careful of gossip, and I would ignore gossip at all costs. You have that gossip card. You have this chain. It says chain of events that will affect your life. Definitely very positive. If you move in a new direction, change your story like we were talking about, I feel like that is going to lead to success, abundance, just good things coming in for you, and it'll probably totally change your story. It is kind of like a weird reading. I see this reading as like you having two paths that you could choose from. The choice is yours. I would pick the new path, the path of growth. It might seem a little scary, a little frightening. I don't think it is. I think it just seems that way because it's something you've never done before. So if you get any new opportunities, I would take them, plain and simple. But it looks pretty good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.